expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Little bitch gon' ride, she's gon' pop for it, young and ain't no way that she gon' stop getting money. Well, I water, no slide. You already know the fucking vibe. She ain't gon' waste my time. No kizzy, I've been getting to the money. Ain't no bitch about my money, she a simp for the money. Can't nobody take it from me, but I know she ain't gon' waste my time. She gon' rock my lingo. We gon' pop no bingo. Might even make her meet my kinfolk. You already know what it's here for. She just match my vibe anytime I call, she right. I know they been down for life, bad bitch, put it in, Gucci slide. She said that when it's all, she can't get enough. Have her poppin' the pussy while I fill it up. I ain't gotta worry about her feelings though, cause I already know what she in it for. She gon' pay the D like it's one-on-one. Told her bring a friend, let's have a threesome. Pop the bluey, fucking till like 3 sons. She can call me anytime she want me to beat it up. Two-door coupe, can't get enough. Bad bitch buffet, gotta eat it up. Run up to the comma, gotta fuck it up. Some of you bitches can't even spend a dough. Always heard you can turn a hoe into a housewife. Never bring a hoe to play house life. Now you sneaking around like some house mice. I have anything you want, sound nice, right? Yeah. Let me show you how to live it, let me show you how to get it, shawty, please don't waste my time, cause I ain't got time for the BS. I don't got time for the BS. Little bitch gon' ride, she just gon' pop for a young and ain't no way that she gon' stop getting money, well like water, no slide. You already know the fucking vibe, she ain't gon' waste my time. No kizzy, I been getting to the money, ain't no bitch about my money, she a simp for the money. Hey, can't nobody take it from me, but I know she ain't gon' waste my time. Little bitch gon' ride, she just gon' pop for a young and ain't no way that she gon' stop getting money, well like water, no slide. You already know the fucking vibe, she ain't gon' waste my time. No kizzy, I been getting to the money, ain't no bitch about my money, she a simp for the money. Hey, can't nobody take it from me, but I know she ain't gon' waste my time. Waste my time. No, she ain't gon' waste my time. Waste my time. I know she ain't gon' waste my time. Little bitch gon' ride. Yeah, little bitch gon' ride. Yeah, little bitch gon' ride. She's gon' pop for you. No slide. Hey, little bitch gon' ride. She's gon' pop for it, young and ain't no way that she gon' stop getting money when I water, no slide.
Yo. What's good? You already know what it is, man. It's Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dawn and Rainbows on the set. What's good?
That's me.
We got special guests in the building. Yes, we started early. What's good, Queens of NYC? I see y'all on the check-in early.
Hey, ladies. It's my queens right there.
I am honored today to have Matt in the building, Fireman in the building, Faded Mulah back in the building. What's good, my brothers? How are y'all?
What's happening? I'm doing good. I'm living. How you doing?
What's up?
What's going on? If y'all first heard of the track, Waste My Time, that's Matt on it. Matt, let us know what it is, man. How are you doing today, man? Where you from?
I'm good. My name's Matt with the motherfucking E, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm from St. Pete, Florida. That's where I was raised up at, from the South. I'm good.
So, what? First of all, how did you meet Terrence?
I actually met him through Faded Mulah.
Nice. What was your vision for your music?
I just love being creative. I want to touch people's hearts. You know what I'm saying? I want to reach people in different places that like different things, because I have different types of songs that can touch anywhere. So that's what I make music for. I make music for people to enjoy it.
Okay,
That being said, don't waste his time. Point blank,
Yeah.
period.
Facts.
Facts.
Point blank, period. Don't waste my time.
Fireman, tell me about yourself, man.
What's up, man? It's boy Fireman. Grew up in Lancaster, South Carolina. Music always been a passion for me, man. Ever since I was about 8 years old. Like I said, I had a family member that was real big on music and everything, and he inspired me. You know, he passed away, so it just sparked something in me to want to take it up. And like I said, influenced by Michael Jackson, man. That was my first icon. So watching and listening to Mike, man, it made me want to go harder, bro. That's it.
Well,
y'all got callers already.
We got a caller already. Let's see who this is. What's good? Thank you for calling the Evening Rush. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
We got Matt, Fireman, and Faded Mulah in the building. Who you calling for?
I'm calling for Faded Mulah.
Okay.
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's going on? How are you? It's Free Shantae.
Man, I'm doing pretty good. What you up to? This Sabrina, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got Cincinnati in the building. You know what
saying?
I'm
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That's right. Show that love.
Yeah. I definitely appreciate you tuning in.
Tell us what you think about Faded Mulah, man.
I think he's dope, man. He's a really dope artist. And his favorite song is She's Fucking Better Than You. That's my favorite song, actually, that he's saying.
You said, what is it called? Something Better Than You?
It's called Better Than You.
Oh, Better Than You.
Okay.
I like it. Look, I ain't even heard it yet, and I already like the title. I'm just saying.
Well, we definitely getting into some Faded Mulah today. We got one of his new tracks on the scene. So we definitely gonna be playing that. Yeah, so I hope you listening and staying tuned in with the Evening Rush.
Oh yeah, I'm tuned in.
All right, we appreciate you.
Don't go nowhere.
Well, we got a great show today.
All right, I'm tuned in.
All right,
it's a jam-packed show today.
Oh, they already calling in for Faded Mulah.
Yeah.
I know they was on the check-in on Friday too, when you was on Sex, Love, and Alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fireman, what's the name of this track we getting ready to play by you?
It should be Paranoid.
No, that's Freaky.
That's me if I start to smoke.
Freaky,
yeah.
Oh, well, no, that's not me if I start to smoke, because I don't smoke.
No, that's only you if you start to drink.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute. Don't be telling all the business on.
My bad. Yo, let's get into Freaky, man.
Okay.
Freaky. Give it to me, I have you leaking. You know what I wanna do. Freaky. Give it to me, I have you leaking. You know what I wanna do. Baby, I love fucking in the shower. We can make our way to the bed. I'ma hit it hard for an hour. I'ma smash that bonnet off your head. Playing in your water is amazing. Swear that pussy got me in a daze. Baby, I can't focus while I'm in it. Acting like I ain't had it in a minute. I'ma jump all in it, deep dive. And you gon' take flight G5. Bring that pussy back to me. And I'ma slurp it up like ooh-wee. Freak it. Give it to me, I have you leaking. You know what I wanna do. Freak it. Give it to me, I have you leaking. You know what I wanna do.
Yeah, I know what you wanna do, baby. Come through, pull up on me. I can show you what I'm about to do. Ride the wave, getting wet for sure. I'ma ride it, baby, like a rodeo. Look at what we started, yeah. You know I got you feeling. You was going crazy when I do that grip thing. You know how it is, like that freaky shit. You know what I want. I like it when you
freak it. Give it to me, I have you leaking.
You know what I wanna do. Freaky. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll have you leaking. You know what I wanna do.
All right.
All right, we're back. Yo, you already know that was Fireman. Freaky. Yo, that was fire, bro.
Not all I heard. But I was like, did he say he was gonna smack her bonnet off her head?
Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys.
Why did you do that? We trying to not be hair all over the place. The bonnet needs to stay on. You muted. I mean,
It should be good. It should be good now.
You good now? Why you want to smack her bonnet off her head? Why you do that?
Accessories. Accessories.
You said accessory. Wow.
Accessories.
I guess. I don't know.
It's a
if
prop.
she put the bonnet on, she wanted to keep it on because maybe her hair was all over the place and too much going. You know, girls like to have those long weaves or whatnot, and that's just too much in the way.
Hey, it adds to the moment, man.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's cool, man.
Nah, I'm joking.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. If she getting a little too freaky, you just got to let her know. Listen, boom.
Nah, he said he gonna smack the bonnet off her head because
remember, like I told you before, you want to bring the freak out of her. You want to bring the freak out of her. So that's what you got to do.
Leave the bonnet on. You might get more of a freak if you leave the bonnet on.
What inspired that song?
Say it again.
Don, what you say? What's going on when you?
I said, what inspired that song?
What inspired?
What inspired that song?
Well, actually, it was.
Yeah.
It was more so of the mood I was in. You feel me? Like when I make songs, I'm usually in that mode. You feel me? And circumstances had arrived, and that just produced that song. And I was already downstairs, making the beats and everything afterwards, and then one thing led to another, and we just hit the ground running with it.
So you had sex in the studio?
Ah!
So that's what it sounded like.
I'm gonna mind my business.
That's why he said,
exactly what it sounded like.
Give it to me.
Yeah, facts.
I get it.
We had influences.
And it was nighttime, so she had the bonnet on. That makes total sense.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
I don't know whose side y'all on.
So you
I'm on your side.
We all here together. I don't know what you're saying.
No one's against you at this point. Nobody's against you.
Say less.
No one said anything bad.
Yeah, it might have had a little influence.
Maybe it did. Maybe it wasn't in the moment. Maybe it was a thought. He was like,
involved?
I've never
alcohol was always involved.
He don't drink alcohol.
I've never drank nothing a day in my life.
Oh well, then you smoke.
Me neither.
I've never smoked.
Oh yeah, Fireman. Matt the same way. Listen, y'all the only two people I know that y'all wouldn't take $1 million for a shot of alcohol. Y'all the only two people I know on this.
No, you know what? I admire that because that's showing
Give me $20 and we rocking.
Under the influence, they're great creators.
More than likely, I'm paying for the drinks.
Hey, boom.
You ain't got to pay me. I'll pay you.
Boom.
I don't even know what it tastes like.
Yeah, I know alcohol tastes like. I never tasted nothing.
They like Precious, Dawn, because Precious thinks she gonna be a crackhead if she drink anything. So
I see. But the same question to you: how did you meet Terrence Rush? Okay,
with me, I had a female companion that she's a fan of my music, and she knew him. And
you see these eyebrows?
Say it again.
I said, you see these eyes? He said female companion. I'm like,
no, she's really just a friend. And but she rocked with my music real hard, and she knew Terrence's lane. She knew Terrence's lane and she knew my lane, so she linked us together, and we linked, and then that's how it came about, man.
And
connection. It's a connection made. It doesn't matter how it was made, but you go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Male part, female part, boom.
It works.
I mean, because if you said companion, when people say companion, that means something is happening. I'm just saying, you said it, not me.
Yeah, it was. She cool, man. We cool. Yeah. We cool.
First of all, let's keep it real. Shout out to Terrence Rush. Yo, he making history as a manager and a consultant.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shout out to him as he's signed to Sony. So it's definitely, I think, was a great look on his part to put all of us together.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
So definitely shout out to Terrence Rush, man. Without him, none of this would be going down right now.
Good deal.
By the way, shout out to Pops, because without Pops, this wouldn't be going. All of this wouldn't be going down. So shout out to my Pops, man. Word
That's
up.
right.
So we about to play something real crazy. If you was listening on Let's Talk Crazy, Sex, Love, and Alcohol.
I was about to say that's not what it was.
Friday, it got a little freaky in there this Friday.
I mean, the show is called Sex, Love, and Alcohol. It should be a little freaky. I'm just saying.
It got a little freaky in there. They was having a great conversation. My man pulled up. Before we even get into the track, bro, I want to know, what was your feelings about the topic they was having?
Oh.
Say it again. What was
your feelings about the topic on Friday?
Yeah.
Man, they was going crazy. It was real, raw, and uncut. Real, raw, and uncut. Yeah. That's the type of vibes I go for anyway. Don't sugarcoat. For real. Yeah, definitely.
What was the topic? Wait, why don't you tell people, for people who may not have seen the show, what was the topic?
You know what they need to do? First of all, y'all need to go.
No, I'm not saying I'm not.
eveningrush.com.
Right.
They asked me last
shows
week.
Are there.
Now hold on. They asked me last week, for instance, they was like, Faded Mulah, what does it take to get you turned on? My answer was, I like an aggressive female. Like, take it. Don't make me feel like I should be always the one who's initiated. And we just started getting deeper and deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like aggressive ladies.
The vibe
well, don't look at me, goddamn it. That's it for me. I'm out.
Yeah, I like aggressiveness. Yeah.
But the reason why I brought it up was because you got a fire track, which we're gonna get into. But first, I want to pay some bills. Shout out to our sponsors real quick. Rainbow, shout our sponsors out.
You always do this. I shouted them out the last time. This is your go round.
It was? Nah, it's your go.
No, it's your go. But I'll go. But it's your go.
All right. Well, you go.
All right. So our sponsors are The Gallery each and every Tuesday on CaribbeanPowerJams.com from 7 to 9.
For sure.
Right? Industry 21 magazine. Dope magazine. Me and Donna in issue 12. Plush vodka. If you're looking for a gluten-free vodka, they got 2 flavors, original and plum. Don's favorite, because he's an alky, is a plum. Yep. Okay. If you're looking for any type of community service, our girl Chaplain Christina Winslow, A Cause and Concern, A Solution Network Inc. Our girl Ella, one of the hosts from Sex, Love, and Alcohol on Friday. She has her own cosmetic company, Hot Commodities Cosmetics. Ladies, it's summertime. You going to the beach. You want to go to the pool. She got that waterproof makeup. You can't go wrong with a full face of makeup coming out the water. You about be out here looking like Halle Berry.
Your female friends know.
They're out here looking like Halle Berry when she came out the water. And what was that? Was Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you're looking for some treats, you're looking for shirts, let me tell you something. If you're looking for anything, my girl Envy got you at Envious Creations. She'll hook you up. Okay. Then my girl Martine, last but not least, Martine Felton. You looking for a good author, a good intuitive, a good life coach? That's your girl, Martine Felton. MartineFelton.com. Those are our sponsors. Those are the sponsors for the Evening Rush.
Those are our sponsors. We appreciate them totally.
Absolutely.
Without them, the show wouldn't keep running.
That's absolutely true.
Anybody that want to call in, the number is 929-441 2417. What's good? On everybody on the check-in. I want to get ready to get into this song.
We'll
what
get
was
into
your
it.
inspiration about this song, Jada Mulah?
Actually, my girl was on the phone in the kitchen cooking breakfast. She was telling her homegirl about a threesome experience that we had, and I told her, I was like, you keep telling your friends how I'm fucking you, she gonna end up wanting to fuck me too.
Oh,
So
that
that's
that is the first cardinal rule. You never tell your girlfriends
I know,
anything about your man. I mean, somebody you sleeping with, okay, but your man,
I know,
not do that.
I know. So that's
Don't
how
do
the whole
that.
stuff came into perspective. It was a
Oh
real
Lord
life
Jesus,
situation.
Lord have mercy on
Oh,
my
okay.
soul.
So I
Play
think we
the
need
song,
to hear
Don.
it.
Look, play the
Name
song,
of,
because
the name of the track is "Fuck Something." So let's
oh
hear it.
shit.
Jada Mulah, "Fuck Something" on the
Oh
Evening Rush.
Lord.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
She gon' wanna fuck some. She gon' wanna fuck some. She gon' wanna fuck some. I just wanna fuck something different. When I'm done, I'm still gonna love you when I'm finished. You need to stop telling your girls our business. Cause when you tell her how I fuck your girl, I promise you that she gon' wanna fuck some. She gon' wanna fuck some. Mulah. I know she gon' fuck me cause of who I am. I fuck who I want, he fucking who he can. Don't tell your girl about the way I'm fucking you. Cause she gon' interrupt the way I'm loving you. Real niggas go hit when they throw it at us. Fuck her and forget it like it never happened. You my main chick, sometimes I need some else. I don't fall in love like I don't need nothing else. Don't run and tell Shawty the way I'm loving on your body. She already put me in her mind. I can tell the way she look me in my eye. I just wanna fuck something different. When I'm done, I'm still gonna love you when I'm finished. You need to stop telling your girls our business. Cause when you tell her how I fuck your girl, I promise you that she gon' wanna fuck some. She gon' wanna fuck some. I kiss her for my head down to a shoe game. I'm leaving with that W like Wu-Tang. Don't say I stole your bitch, I ain't no boom game. I'm just so in love the way you doing things. She don't fuck with Henny, but she fuck with Remy. I fuck a lot of hoes, that's the nigga in me. She fresh up out the shower, I'm like, oh. She asked me, can I stay? I'm like, no. Don't run and tell Shawty the way I'm loving on your body. She already put me in her mind. I can tell the way she look me in my eye. I just wanna fuck something different. When I'm done, I'm still gonna love you when I'm finished. You need to stop telling your girls our business. Cause when you tell her how I fuck your girl, I promise you that she gon' want fuck some. She gon' want fuck some.
God damn.
Look, you see
Let me
me.
explain something. Let me
Wait,
explain.
but did you see that the entire song? I was like,
It's ignorant.
Yeah. Listen.
nah, because that be the truth. Like it's the absolute truth. Is some of these females, they be like, oh, that's your man. Oh, okay. It's like I wouldn't. First of all, any of my friends, men, I don't even look at them like that. Like I don't even know what they look like at half the time. I don't even know what their face look like. All right, bro. Yep. Keep it moving. Like there's no reason for me to even think to look at you so I could be fantasizing about you. No, thank you.
Facts.
Yo, you know, when I was listening to this joint, it made me think about all of my old days. And like, I was just like, damn, all the shit I used to do?
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Damn. What's good, bro? I see you at the check-in food.
No,
Shout out to Brooklyn at the Brown Table. Yo, it was just like, I was amazed at the crazy. Like, it was just, yo, that track had me open.
That's because you was. I'm not gonna say it again. You want me to say it again?
No, you ain't gonna say it today. I'm not gonna accept it. But I just want to say,
you putting yourself out there. You letting people know how you used to be. I didn't say it. You want me to say it?
Past? No, the past is the past.
Yeah, the past is the past, but I can still say it.
Yes, but you know,
You was a
'cause,
whore.
I'm a married man now, so I'm happy.
Thank God.
I'm happy.
Thank Jesus for that.
Yo,
Because my brother was a whore.
I don't know what you're talking about. Terrence told me he was getting ready. He wants y'all to set up as a super group with you three. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Well, me personally, I don't have a problem with it. Especially when the guys are as talented as these guys are.
Definitely.
I definitely see myself as a individual, a solo artist, but like you said, chemistry is chemistry. So I don't have a problem creating content with these guys, man. Only because I know what we can do when we get together. But like I said, deep down, I do feel like I'm a solo artist. But like I said, I'm open to this, like these two. So
He said, as long as it's these two, I'm fine with it. If somebody else, count me out.
Yeah, I'm with it initially, just to see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Fireman, what he just said, like I feel like at the end of the day, I want to focus on my solo.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your thought?
I'm the same way, really. I'm an individual artist. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing, but I've made music with Faded before, and we created some fantastic things. I actually am excited because I like what he's got over there. Fireman's fire for real. So you know what I'm saying? I don't mind creating music with them. I don't even mind creating a tape. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the hardest thing about it, because I know Fireman got like 100+ songs in his catalog. I got like 100. Matt got 100. Okay, let's put those to the side and let's focus on making songs. It's just like it's like
I got too much. I got too much ready to go out.
Yeah, when you have three individuals, when you have three headstrong individuals like as we are, it's bound to be good.
Yeah,
like we know how to fit in. You feel me? So we know how to pass the ball. We know how to pick and roll. So I feel like that.
I'm here to get the money.
I mean, but you have those things where you have groups, but then y'all branch off and do y'all own individual thing.
For sure.
So Don has to stop canceling himself out. I don't know what he's doing today. He is something else today, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all have y'all ultimate group, and then y'all branch off and y'all do your own thing. Then y'all could come back and do it, and then branch off again, and just keep it spicy.
Right.
For sure.
They keep the spice. They be like, oh, so we like them as a group, but we also like them individually.
Yes, sir.
But then this way, his fan base to become your fan base, and his fan base to become your fan base, and then y'all just have a big ass fan base.
Definitely, there you
go. For sure.
What that mean? More money.
Exactly.
I like money.
Who doesn't like money? If anyone said they didn't like money, they lying.
Hey man,
they lying.
They lying. Mm-hmm. I mean, money is the root of all evil. I quit my job because I just didn't want to do it. Not because of the money. I felt that my sanity was a little bit more than what they was willing to pay me. But I found another job.
But I feel like never allow money to be your main focus. It could push you till you forget about everything.
Well, I say the love of money. It's the love of money. That's the root of all.
But y'all have a love for this. Like, this is what y'all want to do. So y'all have a love for the music. So once y'all have a love for the music, the money's gonna come.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That's all. So
that's a good take.
Good take. I don't know. Don is frozen.
Nah, he's just smirking. Come on, man.
Nah, because he froze. He frozen.
Nah, he's frozen.
Yeah.
100%. There
like
you go.
100%. I'm like, he ain't keep that same face for that long.
Right.
But what type of music? Like, I know y'all all rappers, but like,
I'm an artist.
What genre of rap do you think that you are?
I feel like with me, I'm an artist. I don't feel like I'm just a rapper. You feel me? Because I can do R&B or hip hop.
Yeah, because I was like, I heard a little singing going on in there. I heard it.
But nah, yeah, I definitely view myself as an artist though. Like I can do anything, like any genre, any mix. So that's how I feel about me.
Yeah. Me, personally, I started off as a conscious artist, like real, word for word, metaphors, bar for bar. I did this song called "Better Than You" in the folk song record. That was me really trying a new sound. So I really feel like, different sounds.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way. I'm an artist. I can do whatever. It don't matter what it is. I feel like I can tap into whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Good deal.
All right. He got all the music and everything on his end. I just got questions. That's all I got over here for y'all. I don't
Hey,
know.
first I wanna thank Project Pat. I got a record with Project Pat called One Night. So salute to him,
Okay.
big homie from Memphis. That'll be dropping real soon as well.
Okay. I can't wait to hear that.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I do like me some good Project Pat. I do like it.
Oh yeah.
I do.
He did it justice.
Good.
Yeah.
Any do any of y'all other ventures? Like what else y'all got going on?
Me, like I said, besides the producing, and being an artist, like photography, videography, stuff like that, so I got a lot of that going on too. So
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
I promoted this. Go ahead.
No, you good.
I promoted this spot in College Park, Georgia, called the Red Room ATL. Every Friday nights, I host my own club nights, and we have different celebrities and things like that.
And you said when is it? Every what?
Every Friday. It's called
Every
Faded
Friday.
Yes.
Faded Fridays. Sounds like my type of party.
So if y'all live in Atlanta,
it's lit.
I got you. I'll take care.
I'll be there. I'll be there this
Oh
weekend.
damn! I gotta come to Atlanta just to get faded. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you this weekend, Matt. I'll see you Friday.
Yep, I'll be there.
For sure.
Wait a minute, Matt. You in Atlanta?
No, I'm in St.
I'm about
Petersburg,
to say you
Florida.
said you live in Florida.
Yeah, I'm driving up there.
Oh,
for
to go to Faded Friday.
Yeah.
Mm. What else do you have going on? With you?
I got kids. I be dealing with these kids.
Ain't
all
look,
I do is music
and drinking
and
Coca-Cola.
Music and kids.
Hey, chill
That's
out.
right. Look, that's called being a good dad. That's all that is.
Something like
You got to take care of what they say, responsibilities, not responsibilities, just responsibilities.
That's it.
Take care of your responsibilities
and
do what you love to do while taking care of your responsibilities. That's all you can do.
Definitely.
What more do they want from you?
Everything, actually.
Well, I mean, kids do want everything. You're absolutely right. And everything is a why? Why? How old are your kids?
11, 10, 8, and 6.
Damn, you was like bam, 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 bam.
You the one that should have made for something, Matt. You're the one should have made the song.
Hey, it's crazy because I got 2 baby mamas and 2 wives. What's up? What y'all talking about?
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
I only got 1 kid, man.
Look, I'm out. This is the church finger when you ready to leave church, right? I'm out. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. That's what's up.
You got 1 kid. What about you?
3.
You got 3 kids and you married? Oh. I don't want no parts of that either. He said, which is something like, we'll talk about that at another time, I guess.
Let me hear something like
All right. I have no idea where the hell Don went.
You got all the music.
He got all the music. I don't get shit. I'm just here. I'm just here to look pretty. That's it.
Damn. So we're gonna have to bombard your email too.
I guess. He got everything. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. But what else can I ask you?
Had a booty call.
You must.
You want rap it for us? Acapella?
What happened?
I said you want rap it for us acapella?
Go ahead, Flame.
Rap it acapella. You goddamn on the spot.
He just called you out. He called you out fast as hell.
I'm talking to Terrence.
You said something about booty call.
No, I'm talking to Terrence, that's all.
Oh.
He immediately said, "I fine, go ahead."
I'm telling you, like, golly, let me get the stuff from over there. I mean,
nah. I was talking to Terrence, and I was telling him that it's a record got called "Better Than You," that I would rather put out before fuck something. He was like, "Let the people decide," and I was like,
Okay, it looked like he might be back. Do we got something going on here?
Yep.
Why you disappear us?
My bad, guys. My bad.
We disappeared though.
Yeah, I can't see myself over
There
there.
you go.
There we go. So you got more
There we
music
go.
over there? Cause we was chatting it up, but we ain't got no music. We would like to hear
bad,
something.
My bad on that. Yeah, I got one more track. Yeah, I think I got one more track. I don't know who. I think it's Matt, but I'm not sure. But let's see. It's called Mighty
What is it
Morphin.
It's
called?
probably Mighty. It's probably Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, it's Mighty
How
Morphin.
is it?
Yo,
Look,
so
Yeah,
y'all-
it's like,
good. And when we come back, we got Lonzo in the building. The big boss is here. Shout out to the whole West Coast.
Dog guys, black hoodie, stargazers, war ready, so you better call your savior. If it come to that, my clique got more agents. Massacre your city, leaving war patients. Used to have time for the fuckery, but now my time be diamond watching AP bust down plus Hugo. Since I got it started, can't wait to have that lounge truck. Calling for a feature, little boy, go get your bands up. I don't sleep at night, I feel like a vampire. Fuck with Ferragamo, got me feeling like a Salvatore. If you don't catch it, then it's over your head. But one to the brain, 1% chance that you rise from the dead. Pop a pill, I feel invincible. Passing through the heady clouds, got pop at the Oscar. Now I'm facing 8, run it up like it's a lot. So till they catch the case, but I'll never let them pussy see me break. I've been on the road trying to wrap me up a cake. Early morning, like it's soldiers at your wake. I'm just here to shut the city like it's hurting from the quake. Till I see the stars in the roof. Valley pulling up my race, but it's a life that we live in. Murder is a vision, quick, no decision. Cause if he don't die, obituary is where my name gon' get the mention. And I won't let anything happen with this drum extension. Everything I rock can be expensive, but the days I couldn't afford it, had too many snakes, they took the bait. Watch the slaughter, I don't have friends. They take your energy and absorb it. Bitch, I need my power like a mighty morphin. I've been in your position, feel like it would never happen. Every day a bad day for disappear like it's magic. They told me I didn't have it, they told me I couldn't make it. Laugh when I asked them to listen to my tape, but now I'm on fire, burning up the pavement. You gotta keep pushing and give a fuck what they say, cause I'm making bread like I stay big. Now they hit my line trying to tell me that it's fake, but fuck. Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we go out, what is any last remarks y'all want to make? What is y'all feelings about the rap game, and how do y'all feel y'all gonna contribute to it?
That's what I wanted to ask. Terrence just asked that question. What do we feel like we can offer the music game?
Mm-hmm.
Versatility one. Relatability. I feel like the music that all three of us make, anybody can relate to. You feel me? Like it's not something that you can just hear and be like okay, like you gonna actually feel the emotions that we felt when we made the music. You feel me? So if it's up, you're gonna feel up. If it's down, you're gonna feel down. So if it's mellow, you're gonna feel mellow. So I just feel like it's authentic. It ain't copying. It don't sound like nobody else's. And like I said, I feel like the game needs that.
Yeah.
Amen.
Me first and foremost, I want to create a sound that if you want to hear this certain sound, you gotta click Faded Mulah. You get what I'm saying? Just like Young Thug, when Young Thug first came in the game, it took people a while to kind of get onto that wave. But once that wave hit, it just you get what I'm saying. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And Matt?
I definitely bring versatility, and I also bring a surprise because you wouldn't expect me to look like me when you hear my music. So, and when I every time I step on stage, everybody looks at me crazy, and then they start hearing the music, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." So I like it's a shock factor. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, I love it.
Salute to Matt.
Right.
Me and Matt just did like a 20-city tour back in February.
Yeah,
nice.
Man, it was crazy.
That's where he come from.
Crazy.
That was, he came from the tour, right? To Florida.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, guys, I appreciate having y'all on. Thank y'all, man. Yo, we definitely gonna do this again. I appreciate y'all very much. We're gonna play a quick bill. We're gonna be back with Lonzo. I'll holler at everybody in a minute.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Now a message from our sponsors. Envious Creations for your baked good needs. Follow them on Instagram at Envious Creations with a Z or call or text 347-984-3963. Martine Felton, author of You Love, You Learn. Download her book at www.martinefelton.com. She is also a life coach and author and intuitive. Plush Vodka. Are you looking for a good premium flavored vodka? Well, order yours now at www.plushvodka.com. Are you looking for a change in your community? Well, follow Chaplain Christine Winslow and her Cause of Concern and Solution Inc. Follow them on team_Winslow on Instagram. Hot Commodity Cosmetics and Lash Studios. Order your cosmetics now at hotcommoditykosmetics.com or follow them on Instagram at hotcommodity_cosmetics. Industry 21 Magazine Apparel. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Industry21Mag or I21 Apparel on Instagram and Facebook. And those are our sponsors of The Evening Rush with Don and Rainbow. If you're looking to be a sponsor, feel free to email us at theeveningrush@gmail.com for inquiries. And don't forget to catch us here each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And follow us on Instagram at The Evening Rush Show.
Yo, we are back. It's The Evening Rush.
Hello
each and every
there.
Wednesday.
Hello.
We got the Godfather of hip hop in the building, of West Coast hip hop.
There you go.
There you go. How
Don't
are you
forget
doing
the
today,
West
brother?
Coast, man.
Yes.
Can't claim
Listen,
it all.
I learned from a long day. There's
You
no
probably
East
could,
without
but-
we, and so you know we need the West Coast with us, man. Yo, first of all, thank you so much for taking this interview. We definitely appreciate it. We got a lot of questions. First and foremost, I want you to tell everyone about yourself.
Well, my name is Alonzo Williams, a.k.a. the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, leader of the world-class wrecking crew, owner of Records, owner of Eve After Dark, promoter of Dudo, which you saw in Straight Outta Compton, promoter of Skateland, which you saw in Straight Outta Compton, owner and creator of West Coast Record Distributors. What else? Owner of my own podcast, NWA.
You got so many things you don't even remember.
You know what? That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I forget sometimes. I didn't done so much stuff in my time. I forget what I've done. So let's start with those right there. They're the ones I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what comes from being a legend. You tend to forget because you've done so much.
You know what? People forget. People remind me of stuff that I forgot I did. So I ain't mad at it. Are y'all brothers and sisters?
Nah.
Okay. I thought y'all might have been a team, brother sister team.
No. We gotta call her.
That is my brother, but from another mother.
I ain't mad at you, baby. I got that.
We gotta call her, but I'm definitely gonna put them on hold for right now because I need to get into this interview.
Before they start talking, yeah.
Yes. From superstar to legend, we're gonna rewind history. We're gonna ask some questions about the past, and we're gonna head to the future. First question I got off the rip was Nisha LA. I want to know the true thing. You are the one that discovered her, actually.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's always been crazy for me, man, to have somebody who discovers somebody who had never been in the studio before in their lives, put them on a hit record, and then somebody else get credit for discovering them. How you do that?
Mm-hmm.
How you do that? How you discover somebody already? That's like Christopher Columbus.
Somebody
standing on the rocks, helping you tie the rope, but you discovered something that somebody else standing on already. I don't get that. But anyway, sometimes you got that. I call it what's that? CRP, creative rap theory. It's like creative. What they teach in school, they try to block it in schools. I call it creative rap theory. But some people change the narrative of the truth to benefit themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what happened in your situation.
That's what it is. Critical rap theory, where people change the narrative to make themselves look bigger than what they really were.
And that's what happened pretty much. Like you discovered her.
She was still in high school when I met her. Somebody brought her to my house. She never sang before in her life. Brought her to the studio on a Sunday evening. I just got off the airplane. I had a date with my girl. My girl was blowing my phone up. I'm trying to get out of here, and I never forget it. This is why some things are so vivid, because I remember I didn't want to do it that day. Hey, man, come back Monday. I can't come back tomorrow, man. Please, please, please. And he brought her to my studio, and she wouldn't sing. She would just stand there. I'm like, dude, come on, I gotta go. This ain't working. And then she finally decided to sing, and she blew me away. And then when she opened her mouth and started speaking, I'm like, what the happened?
Yeah, it's a big difference. Big difference.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, man, that's the trip. That's the trip. I said, I thought it was a great asset. And contrary to her movie, they had me, they said I met her in the store. I was buying socks. And usually I didn't wear socks, especially back then. I was on some Miami Vice shit back then, so I didn't wear socks at all. And I met her. I called her about 11 months, maybe a year later, because we were hot back then. We were still on tour doing all the shows. Mm-hmm. Me and the crew kind of fell off a little. Fell off a little bit. We was at home. And I was ready to do another ballad, and the girl I actually wrote the song for, Mona Lisa, who sang on my other song, she wasn't available. So the only female I had that I knew that could probably had that kind of strength was baby girl. I said, "You ready to go to the studio?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go." And contrary to the movie, straight out of content, her story, they had me outside, pacing back and forth, smoking cigarettes, waiting on to get off the bus. I ain't never had one of my singers on the bus for nothing. I don't ride the bus. So I would put my people on the bus.
Amen.
So anyway, I laugh at some of the stories because I never get consulted when it comes to people playing me. They always have a version, so the creative license that they require to do to tell a story about me. I'm always kind of the bad guy. And I'm like, why am I the bad guy? If it wasn't for me, would none of this shit be happening? But people here see one side of the story and they want to make the heroes. If you don't tell your story, they will rewrite history. And if they can, they'll write you out of it. That's why I'm on everybody's podcast. Okay. That's why I'm here. I'm not letting them make me no blue-eyed white guy. No. That's my brother with used to have a Jerry curl. Now, and yes, I was proud of my Jerry curl. If I had it there, I'd probably have one now.
Everybody was proud of their Jerry curl back then. Everybody.
Yes.
You know what? It's amazing. I laugh at this stuff. I'm like, you know what? Y'all gonna look back. I mean, when you've been doing something for 40 years, I've been in the game. 40 years. I done seen every style known to man. Mm-hmm. Bell bottoms. I done seen the tight jeans, the baggy jeans, clothes falling off your ass, the whole 9 yards. So at some point in time, when y'all look back, if they make it this far, they live long enough to make it this far and look back at what you're doing today in 2022, damn, I look crazy in the summer again. Okay. Why'd I put all them tattoos on my head like that? Why'd I do myself like that? I mean, there's gonna be some things that your kids go, Mom, Daddy, why you got all them tattoos all over your face like that? Why your pants so tight? Did you get that shit?
That was the styling.
Yeah.
That was the style then, and that's all I can tell people now. Back then, Jerry curls was a style.
It was a very big style back then.
It was a very big style. If you look
if you didn't have a Jerry curl, you wasn't popping. If you
look at your big celebrities, they had Jerry curls back in the 80s. Okay, but for Wrecking Crew to have one was a big joke. And I never understood that. Why is it so funny when I got one? When most of the people in the industry had them. Mm-hmm. But it's all good, That's how we roll, baby. That's how we roll.
So that's going to be one of my other questions about Wrecking Crew. When you first started Wrecking Crew, what were you thinking about? Because it was more R&B. You had Dre, Yellow, and I forgot the other artists.
Clientele.
When you put those artists together, what were you thinking?
Well, you gotta remember now. We're talking about 1983, 84.
Damn, I was only. See? One and two. One or two. I was 1 and
2. So back then, there weren't a whole lot of rap acts, man. It wasn't a lot of rap acts. You only had maybe Run DMC, Curtis. But Run DMC was our inspiration to start doing rap. because I'd hired Run DMC to come to my club, Eve. Same club you saw Dre stand on at the Super Bowl in the halftime. I was the owner of the Eve After Dark. I brought in Run DMC. I just had Curtis Blow at the club. Russell called me up. Hey, man, my brother got a club. My brother got a group. I want him to send them to L.A. This song wasn't hitting in L.A. yet. It wasn't hitting in L.A. He gave me Run DMC for $500 and some plane tickets and some hotel. Real talk. And
was the days.
When they came to the club, they did like a 10-minute show, and Ron broke my microphone. I dropped the mic shit. He dropped my mic. I have 2 mics. He broke one of them. And I'm like, yeah, we can do $500. We can do that our damn self. Okay. And that was my inspiration. But because there weren't a lot of people to choose from to follow, kind of pattern ourselves out, I think we also had Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 and Africa Bambaataa. So these guys were around, but rap wasn't what it is right now. So
correct.
Yeah, definitely.
On the R&B was hot as hell. So I said maybe we'll rap to some R&B type stuff. And when it came to the clothing, we looked at what Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 was wearing. We looked at what Africa Bambaataa was wearing. I ain't wearing no spacesuit and I ain't wearing no feathers. So
yeah,
I ain't wearing no moccasins. So we came up with the sequence. You know, and again, you got to understand when you are opening act for March Day and the Time, the Mary Jane Girls, Midnight Star, all these kind of acts, you can't. When nobody wearing tennis shoes, grabbing their nuts, talking shit. It wasn't.
Not for Morris Day, definitely.
Right. You had to go out there with some choreography and some cleanness, and you had to go out there and represent. And at some point in time, we became a force to reckon with when it came to the stage show because we were hot as fish grease. And it was the time. It was the time. The time dictated a certain things. It's like right now, times dictate everybody wears tennis shoes. Nobody wore tennis shoes on stage back then. You wouldn't catch nobody. You wore tennis shoes to the dress, to the rehearsal, to the sound check. After that, nobody had on tennis shoes.
Hard bottoms only.
Say what?
I said hard bottoms only.
Hard bottoms only, baby. When you stepped on stage, it was hard bottom shoes. Okay, they may have had them little rubber bottom, but they look like hard sole. It look like hard bottom tops or some rubber soles because you run on stage, you got to be comfortable. But it was a whole different thing. So as I've watched the whole musical genre evolve to something different, what I grew up on and what I was raised upon wasn't acceptable back then. Nowadays, you got on hard sole shoes, they're gonna laugh at you.
So that brings me to heading towards NWA. You heard their first track, Boys in the Hood, and what was your thought when you was in the studio with them? Because I saw what they portrayed on Straight Outta Compton, but what were your true thoughts?
Dude, on 110 on a Wednesday afternoon, at that time, if you go back to the 80s, at that time, everybody was having hit records with crazy stuff. Biz Markie had a record called Pickin' Boogers, and it was making noise. Okay? Pickin' Boogers. Look it up. When Dre brought the cassette, the cassette, they don't make them no more, into my house and stuck it in my stereo, everybody laughed except for me. But I know ain't nobody gonna admit that today. Everybody laughed. I say, hey man, don't laugh. Stranger things have happened. Okay? He sound like a look, little kid, blue, 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 blue. Okay. Now once it stuck, I was the bad guy and they was all heroes. But again, because I've seen so much in the music industry, I remember when guys like Double Dutch Bus, Frankie Double Dutch Bus, whatever he called his name was. You had records that was kind of single, that was kind of fun. And that was the first time somebody did something like that. But you got guys that have legendary songs that were just based on some fun that nobody thought was going to be. Who thought Double Dutch Bus would be a hit back in the 70s? And it was. He had nothing else there. Nothing else. So album, nothing. Go ahead.
Do you feel like, your thoughts was basically that NWA was probably going to be a one-hit wonder?
No, I never thought they would be a one-hit wonder. I think they would be as big as they were. That's for damn sure. I'm not going to say that. I thought they was, they're the greatest thing. Nope. because you got to understand in the beginning, they got a lot of resistance, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They got a lot of resistance. That shit about people running over their records and CDs with bulldozers was real right here in the city. Okay. I remember we all had the same manager. Jerry Heller managed NWA and World Class Wrecking Crew. One of the tours he booked us on, one of the last tours he booked us on, I'm on a tour with Eazy-E, NWA, Just Ice, Ice-T, and somebody else. And I'm the only non-gangster on the show. T did good, Just Ice did good, but they wasn't feeling Eazy-E and NWA in the beginning, dude. They weren't feeling them.
Especially because what their name means. So they was probably like,
you know, I come from an era where we didn't even call, black folks didn't call each other niggas. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call a black man a nigga in front of a white person.
Mm-mm.
You may say it face to face. You stupid nigga. What the whoop, 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 whoop. But if a white person came up, man, come on, bro. You know, just certain things we didn't do. I didn't grow. I'm an old dude, so I grew up in a different era. So different time. Okay, the only record I ever heard had the word nigga in it was something by Curtis Mayfield. Niggas, Jews, whiteys. It was a song called Hell Below. Okay, by
just a bunch of slurs.
Right. But he do them all out there. And Jews ain't no bad word, but you know, he put it in there with niggas, and oh man, he said niggas. I remember when the Isley Brothers had a song that had bullshit. Oh my God, he said bullshit. So to have a group named Niggas with Attitudes, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming, baby.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming. No.
So before I even get into the Jerry Heller, because that's also on my list of things to add. What was your true feelings about Dre leaving World Class Wrecking Crew and going to NWA and doing the things he's done so far?
You know, at that time, it wasn't going to be a clean split. Dre was originally was going to do a George Clinton type thing. George Clinton produced Parliament Funkadelic, Brides of Funkenstein, and somebody, I think the Horny Horns. Okay. And Dre was going to do the same thing, produce World Class Wrecking Crew, still do NWA. Okay. George Clinton was somebody that we had a lot of respect for. We admired what he did. He had record deals all over the damn country. And that was the initial thing. And somewhere on the line, he started getting flack for being a part of World Class Wrecking Crew. And I think that's where the actual split came in at, because he wanted to disassociate himself from the whole, you know, pretty boy sequence and dancing type thing.
He just wanted to be a gangster.
Wanted to be a gangster. Well, you know, and like I said many times before on several interviews, if you just took it and ran with, hey man, yeah, I did that, I grew out of it, and I'm doing something else. Nobody could have bothered you with it. It's like Obama ran for president. Yeah, I snorted cocaine, I smoked weed, I slept with a white woman, and I'm married to a black woman. What else? So you can't come after me with no bull. And I already told it to you, like Eminem did Homeboy in 8 Mile. Gonna say you said it already. So now you ain't got no ammunition. Homeboy, they're looking stupid. Same thing. If you take away all your enemies' power by admitting your faults or your shortcomings, he has nothing to hold against you. Okay.
But I don't feel like it was a shortcoming. Like y'all were a crew. He was a part of it. It's not like nobody didn't know he was a part of the crew.
Well, when Eazy made a big issue out of it, I guess it kind of bothered him. You know, and Eazy got the picture, and I licensed to him. Yeah, I licensed the picture. They gave me a nice little check, and I gave him the picture. And it wasn't like it was nothing that was no top secret shit. I mean, we Record Crew, World Class Record Crew was some fun loving dudes. We was not. We was trying to get laid and paid. That was it. Laid.
That was the slogan,
want, right?
Yeah, that was the slogan.
Preferably laid before getting paid. So, that was our thing back in the day. And now gangsters, the thought of being a gangster was never in anybody's resume. Even mine. I mean, like I tell people, I've done some gangster stuff. I ain't no gangster, but I've done some gangster stuff. You have to in order to survive in most of these streets. You don't own a club,
especially on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, you own a club you don't own a club, never been robbed. Okay, you got to know some people or have done some stuff to keep people. Leave that brother alone. Okay, but that's not my calling card. That ain't how I roll. Everybody, people see me. It's a whole different attitude. Hey, that's the boy. That's my boy Alonzo. Hey, man, that's the nigga Alonzo. Get your strap.
Yeah.
Nah.
So
I would hope not. Don't get the strap. Keep it where it's at.
Get activated, but
Lonzo is fun loving and a good guy.
I'm just, you know what? I used to run a strip club. Okay, one of my clubs was a strip club. I kind of inherited the strip club. I walked away from it because I didn't like the way I had to change my attitude. Because dealing with strippers, you got to be very pimp minded. You got to talk. You got to almost, some of them, you almost have to disrespect them to get them to pay you any attention. And I didn't want to. That's too far to my personality. I got 3 daughters. I got mom, my sisters, aunties. I love all. And I know if I heard somebody talking crazy to them, I'm gonna react. I'm gonna go gangster on their ass. So
right upside your head.
I left that alone. Plus, I said, if I don't want my daughters on no pole, how can I put somebody else's daughter on the pole? That's just Lonzo. Everybody don't feel that way. Okay, hey, my girl, fuck her. Okay, hey man, it is what it is.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that, though.
So starting all these businesses, it was just like something you wanted to do, and then you headed towards the music, or the music made you want to start opening clubs and other businesses?
You know what, dude? I was a very fortunate cat, man. When I started DJing in LA in 1976, I didn't have no competition.
I was just born, but go ahead.
I was 1976, fresh out of high school. I started DJ. Got a scholarship to go to broadcast school. Started DJing. And my whole reason for going to broadcast school so I could DJ in the park at the radio station was. I thought you had to have a broadcast license to play in the park. I didn't want to DJ in the park. I didn't want to DJ on the radio, but I figured I had to go through this right here to get that right there. And I got a scholarship to go to broadcast school. And at that same time, we were in the middle of disco. There was Donna Summer and Casey and the Sunshine Band. All that shit was flying up, and I'm like, well, shit. I'm Disco Lonzo. Let's do this, okay? And because I have a broadcast license, I got a lot of gigs. Oh, I'm a trained radio DJ. Oh, okay, fine. Here, and I used that as my calling card. And I got very popular because I knew what I was doing. And I didn't have a lot of competition. I had a little Vega, but later on I bought a van. And I was doing so many parties. I was working sometimes on the weekend. I might do 3 to 5 gigs on a weekend, and I still had a job, but I worked in the evenings, so it wasn't that bad come Monday. I didn't have to go to work till 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday, so I could still work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and get up Monday afternoon. Sometimes I'd work the late shift, go to 12 o'clock, but it worked for me, and it gave me a good start. But my dad was a big part of my life, and he saw me one day with a pile of money. This is when parents cared about where kids got their money from.
Yeah.
And where in my neighborhood, everybody sold dope. And my old man was afraid that I was selling dope. He was gonna kill me. He said, I think I will kill you if I let you sell dope. Straight up. I said, don't shoot me. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hold on.
I don't want to die.
Come down to the spot. I'm over here at Alpine Village. Come on down here. Check me out. I'm doing my thing. Come Sunday night. Next Friday night.
Legit.
Legit. So when he saw me, he saw what I was doing. He came down there, and he was impressed with what was happening. We had a packed house, and he turned me on to a friend of his who had a building. Even after dark, it was a banquet hall. It was never. It was a banquet hall, and it wasn't doing a whole lot. And he said, "You ought to give my son a shot." Now, my dad didn't have no money, but he had a friend that had the building. I didn't have a whole lot of money. I had some money, but I didn't have enough to do what I needed to do. And normally back then, we were doing dances every 2 weeks. Now the old man who owned the Eve, he wanted me there twice a week, every week. Okay? And I'm like, huh? But I had a friend of mine who had some money, a lady friend of mine. She had some money, and she backed me on the deal. And after about 5 or 6 months, we started making money. And
everybody got a little lady friend that got a little money on the side, huh?
Yeah. You know, most women are pretty good with money. Most women are pretty, and we had made money together. So she was basically she was reinvesting money we'd already made together anyway. Okay, so we made money at Alpine Village together. So now she's reinvested with me over here at this Eve After Dark thing, and it was a lot less stressful for us because we got 2 chances to get your money back. You got Friday and Saturday. If you do okay Friday, you get your money back on Saturday. Free Friday, Saturday you stand to make a profit. So that was a good shot, and it worked out. And even in our tough times, we still made it. And then after about 6 months, the joint just took off. I had Cameo come down there and do a guest appearance, and the joint took off. It was never the same again.
Yeah.
And,
I love Cameo.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Cameo was that man back then.
And once I hit that stride and start making money, I tell people all the time, I'm a kid with ADHD that had money. Any idea I had, I could fund it. Right now, I do the same shit. I do the same thing. Right now. I got more stuff going right now than I got time to deal with.
That's why you can't remember all the stuff you do.
But you know what though? I've been blessed with a sense of creativity. And when I hear, I can listen to a conversation and find a need for something need to be done. And because I was always told, this is some real game. I'm about to give you some real game. Find what people need, and they'll always need you. Okay? Find what people need, and they'll always need you. And also do what you love for a living, and you'll never work harder day in your life. Okay? Using those, and then one more. Lead, follow, or get out the way.
Got you.
Lead, follow, or get out the way.
You got to do one of the three. One of the three.
Okay? Don't just sit on the sidelines and be a hater. Okay? Get out the way.
Yeah.
If you can't be a follower, you can't take me where I want to go, or you can't go with me, get out of my way. Because and take those 3 things. Because when you give people what they need, you'll find yourself in a position where people will come to you. If do what you love for a living, that'll help you screen out what you do and what you don't want to do. Okay. Yeah, people need a roof. I don't like climbing trees. I don't like climbing no houses. Okay.
Yeah,
they need a tree trimmer. I don't climb trees, so that helps you eliminate what you want to do. So
what you is and what you ain't gonna do.
Right. So people need DJs. Kids need a place to go. I like DJing, or I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did that for God knows how long. Even in between my career as World Class Record Crew, I always maintained a club. This is probably the longest I've not had a club in 40 years. I usually have a key. I usually have a residency someplace at a club to do talent shows, DJ, or something. And right now, I'm like, nope. I'm focused on my TV channel right now. Oh yeah, I got a TV channel too. That's right.
We gonna get there. No, we're gonna get there. Definitely gonna get there.
Roll it back, Rainbow.
Remember, I told you we going through history.
I gotta have a TV channel. That's right.
Yeah, we getting there. Definitely getting there. Trust me. So let's shoot back a little bit. Let's talk about Jerry Heller. You said he managed you and he managed NWA. And then his choice of decision was going with NWA and doing whatever he was doing with that. And did they cause any type of animosity with you as far as, do you feel like you should have got a little more recognition with NWA situation?
No. Jerry Heller had a bit of a stronghold on a lot of the earlier groups here on the West Coast. He had the LA Dream Team. He had Egyptian Lover, and World Class Wrecking Crew was the last one to sign with him. I had another guy that was managing me before Jerry Heller. I had a couple of managers before Jerry Heller, but I'd also been warned by a good friend of mine about dealing with Jerry's partner, Maury Alexander. Maury Alexander, he repped a couple of different. He repped the LA Dream Team, and my friend Etta James. The real singer Etta James, she lived on the corner from me, and she told me to watch out for Maury because Maury was known to rip people off. I said, well, I'm not dealing with Maury. I deal with his partner, Jerry Heller. He said, they buddies? They partners? I said, yeah. What? 2 dogs got the same fleas.
I was about to say, if they partners, they up to the same, no good.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I took my time about dealing with Jerry. And it wasn't until after we got signed to CBS, because when CBS offered us the record deal, I didn't have a manager person. I had had my old manager. He didn't want me to sign to CBS. So when me and the crew decided to go to CBS, we didn't technically have a manager. And I talked to my lawyer. You need a manager to do the record deal. Okay. All the manager's gonna do, I'm gonna talk to the legal affairs department and negotiate the contract, make sure it's the best possible you can get. All I'm gonna do is tell it to the manager. He's gonna tell it to you, and you're gonna give him 20%. And at this time,
middleman out.
To deal with $100,000, you finna give him $20,000 for being a messenger. Well, I don't need a $20,000 messenger. I bought me a cell phone. The cell phone was $1,500. I bought me a cell phone. That back then, cell phones only stayed. It didn't fit in your pocket. It was in your car. I bought me a cell phone, and I was a businessman from that point on. My lawyer called me up after he speak to the business affairs at Epic. I'm like, well, this is what do you think? He said, this is what you should do. Blah blah blah, which helped me learn the music business.
Amen.
He says, and my lawyer told me, he says, what's going to happen is you're going to get a much better understanding of the music business as we negotiate your contract, and that's going to be your lesson paid for by my fee. So he cost me $7,500 as opposed to $27,000. Big difference. So now I got a lesson, a music lesson that you couldn't buy back then. So I learned a whole lot of stuff doing that music deal. And then after we got signed to CBS, we had a couple of little small issues, and that's when we signed to Jerry. And because Jerry picked us up. When we signed to Jerry, Easy was standing right there, and they had pumped him up so much because Jerry had found us some money at the union, and Easy wanted to meet Jerry. And then I put Jerry and Easy together, contrary to the movie, straight out of context. Jerry was carrying Easy was carrying boxes, and Jerry was helping him. Bullshit. Jerry don't carry no boxes.
So do you feel like, honestly, let's be real. You got NWA, you got Dre with his own success, you got Michelle Lay with her own success, and then you have all these other people that took them on, Suge and Easy doing his own other thing. At some point, they owed you. That's my feeling. Looking at everything watching both movies, I felt like they owed you something. You know what I mean? As far as some type of recoup or a percentage of something that they went through, they owed it to you because you put them on. If it wasn't for you, majority of them never even came out with an album. Do you feel the same way?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm the Godfather, because at that time I was putting these are the ones that just got famous. I mean, these are the ones people know. Most people don't know. Candyman was over here with me. Afro Man was over here with me. DJ Pooh was a regular in the studio. Def Jeff, Body Soul, D Barnes from Pump It Up. I mean, the resume of the house that I live in is so deep. I forget people that have come through here sometimes. Toddy T was a regular here. Mixmaster Spade. Because I had a club at 28 years old. I had a club and a house with a studio in it, and I was a back. I wasn't married to nothing but getting my money. Okay, so
you were getting laid and getting paid.
Getting laid and getting paid. Okay, so I had a studio, nightclub. I was giving parties. We were that people. And here's the funny part. I'm on the edge of everything West Coast hip hop. I'm the missing link between R&B and hip hop. Nobody else knows the people that I know the way I know them prior to hip hop. Okay. Yeah. My last job in 1979 was selling a record for a record distributor. Well, the brothers that was selling the most records in California at that time was VIP Records. The VIP Long Beach, VIP LA. Kelvin Anderson was the one that put Snoop and 213 on. So I'm the one that brought Greg Mack, the program director of 1580. When he got to LA, I was the first one he met. I'm the one that gave him all the game on how to make things happen. So I helped put a lot of people in position to make things happen. And as I'm getting older, the people who benefited the most from the legwork I did don't know I did the legwork because they was too young to know I did it in the first place.
You facilitated a lot of deals and people don't even know it.
Cube, understand this. I'm 8 years older than Dre. Okay. So if I got to Eve After Dark in 1979, I was 22 years old. 22, I mean 8 from 22 is what, 14?
Yeah, no.
13, no, yes, 14.
Well,
Wow.
we can't do math right now. What you said, 22 take away 8?
Yeah.
Like, what happened here?
I think it's 14.
Hey, that was 14.
Okay. I'm 22 at the Eve. I'm 12 years older than Cube. Cube is 10 years. He was 10 years old when I opened Eve After Dark in 1979. He don't know now if he's 10 years old in 1976, he was 7. Okay, he don't know nothing about what Lonzo had to go through.
Yeah,
and Dre was 11. They had nothing. 1976, these was babies. They had nothing. They had no idea what Lonzo was doing to get to Eve After Dark by 1979 for them to be a part of my history by 1985, 86. Okay. When I met Cube, he was 16 years old. When I met Dre, he was like 17. So, and most men don't have relationships with kids like that. And I ain't no child shit like that. But
no.
Because I was in the teen club business, I had access to youngsters, and I gave them an opportunity to do things that nobody else was even thinking about at that time.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing.
And nobody had $2,200 for a drum machine back then, except for me and Kelvin. They ain't had no money. Nobody was driving. Nobody had no cars. Everybody lived with their mama. Who gonna build a studio in his backyard? Who got the credit to go to the store and go grab $1,500 worth of equipment and put it in the garage? Nobody but me. Okay. So yes and no is, the time they spent with me, they always appreciate the time they spent with me because they learned a lot of them. Cube never had a job in his life.
Yeah.
He never worked nowhere. He came to me out of high school. He left, I got him his first record deal when he was 16. We all got dropped from CBS at the same time. He went to school for a year. Came back, joined NWA. Bam. He don't know what it is to punch a clock. Dre ain't never had a job. Okay, Dre again, fresh out of high school. If he had a job, it might have been overnight as a security guard. I didn't know nothing about it. But what they did in one of Cube's interviews, he did tell Boyce Watkins how he had watched me bet on myself. Okay, I'm using my money. I ain't had no, but like you asked earlier, what nobody financed me. I had a finance at the beginning.
Yeah.
Once I outgrew that, I had to make my own money. Okay, I had to finance myself. A kid go to the bank. Y'all want to give a dance at the Queen Mary? I need to borrow $5,000 for what? I'm gonna give a dance. What's the money?
I don't care. They were like, I don't care. Who are you?
They don't. It don't go like that. You better off trying to buy a used car and get a business loan. So it's real hard for them to because again on the West Coast, I didn't have a lot of homies around with me. What helped me do this? So what were 3 people in the very beginning that was even around when the stuff was even being formed. And one of them is dead. That's Roger Clayton from the Army. And nobody else was really around, and everybody else who was around that time moved on to something else. So they never kept track of the progress of what happened, and only a couple of guys transitioned from dance promoters into record promoters and into producers. So it's a history, that most people are not aware of. That I got 3 documentaries right now in the various stages of production to tell that story.
Well, that was the next question. One of my final questions before I get to the last. When is your documentary?
I'm about to say, when are you gonna properly tell your story?
And you give the true Alonzo story.
Well, I got one documentary on Eve After Dark that should be ready for release on my birthday next month in June.
Okay.
I just reviewed another documentary we started shooting right before COVID on me personally, NWA, not without Alonzo. I just reviewed the first the 1 hour segment for it, and I got to do some notes on that. And there's a third documentary being done on me by a company out of Chicago called Real Song, and it's called You Can't Erase Me, the story of Alonzo Williams, and that is that's in production and editing right now, and that might not be done until by September. But people are starting to understand that these superstars just didn't fall out the skies like Terminators. They came from somebody gave them birth, and the common denominator for most of them, whether it be Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Michelle, Ruthless Records, Eazy-E. I was Ruthless's first consultant. Everything Eazy got before he met Jerry Heller came to Alonzo. His first lawyer, his first contracts, and the design for the Ruthless logo. All these artists came from out of my camp. Everybody, Dre, Cube, Yella, Michelle. Above the Law stopped here first because Laylaw was a good buddy of mine, and then they went to Ruthless. So, but there's certain things. I'm just a brother. I'm old school. I got my conviction. All money ain't good money to me, and that's just something. I'm stupid like that. I can't help it.
No. That's not stupid. No. That's absolutely true. Because because they pay you doesn't mean that it's good for you. Because they'll pay you to silence you, just like a job. A job will give you a salary so you will forget your dream.
More people have things to say and do, but because they're associated with organizations. Perfect example. A lot of your nonprofits that used to be very be outspoken for Black folks no longer speak for Black folks because they're getting money from people that don't want you to speak for Black folks. So donations coming in, shut your ass up.
But that's bad. Then that ain't the type of money you need, because if you ain't gonna be doing what if your sole purpose is to cater to Black people, these people are telling you now, don't cater to Black people. We're gonna give you some money though. Is your purpose? What's your purpose now? What, you don't have a purpose.
Well, check this out. If you get money from corporations to perpetuate a negative stereotype for Black people, because if you look at hip hop, everybody's killing Black folks. Brothers can't wait to get to the studio to start killing folks. Sisters can't wait to climb the pole to give the illusion that climbing the pole and popping your ass and selling your ass is a way to the top. Okay, brothers, used to be the time selling dope was a way to the top. Think about it. All your movies, or some of your biggest movies on TV right now, are all about gangster stuff, selling dope, getting out the game. And most of the time, they don't get out of the game. They just end up dying before they get a chance to get out the game. So if you just look at at some of the stereotypes that people are making a lot of money on, that are negative and detrimental to us, because we allow that. And some people will tell you, "Oh man, you hating on them because you old," and they leave them alone because they're making money. If one generation is getting paid to sell out another generation, how's that benefiting the generation? How's it
benefiting us as the people?
I'm getting paid, but y'all gonna suffer for it. Come on, man. That don't make no sense. That ain't my job. My job is supposed to uplift y'all as youngsters. I'm supposed to inspire y'all. I ain't supposed to get y'all caught up, sell y'all out.
Yeah.
That's why I thought y'all was a brother and sister team for a minute. I was gonna give y'all a hell of a compliment because I think that's something I have not seen yet as a brother and sister podcast yet. But just to have a sister and a brother together, even though they're not family, still is a commendable situation.
Well, thank you.
We thank you. We've been together for 7 years, so we're family.
That's
in and out.
He can't get rid of me, and I can't get rid of him if I try.
Y'all got a little bit up in the nose area, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got, y'all kind of favor little taste. That's why I thought y'all might have been, you know, you better check somebody, ask somebody.
Ancestry.
Yeah, hey.
Well, now I want to get to it. Let's talk about this new network that you're a part of. Well, you're owner of.
Yes, the Homegrown Media Network. That's something I started about a year ago, and it's been tough because I'm trying to. Let me back up. I also have a nonprofit called the Lyrical Revolution. Lyrical Revolution is my 501c3 that I try and give artists who have something not really positive to say, just something different to say, a platform. And I had during the pandemic, I had a nice YouTube and Facebook thing going. I play new music for artists all the time. And then all of a sudden, Facebook got real strenuous. They start cutting anything with a note in it out. And I'm like, damn, these kids need to be heard. But if they've been on Spotify or any place else, you can't even give them no love.
Right.
No love because they're on Spotify, and you know, I don't own the copyright, but that don't mean they don't need no promotion. You tell me the only way they can get promotion is through Spotify or giving you a bunch of money to promote? No. So, as an independent artist, I've always been independent. I have had major record deals, but I've always preferred being independent and being a creative. I figured I would create a platform to not only give artists, independent filmmakers, and I know everybody ain't got a YouTube quality budget or a Facebook what you call it? Hulu or Amazon budget.
Netflix. All of that.
That don't mean you shouldn't get a shot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, and everybody I know got a 4K camera, but they may not have all the skills or all the proper effects, but they got some great content, and that's been one of my claims to fame is to seek talent, whether it be in movies, music, whatever the case may be. But unlike the music game, the movie game is a lot more difficult because everybody has different requirements. You got your movie, come bring it on. You got a short story, bring it on. I'll give you a shot. Now my goal is to find some sponsors. That's my next thing. Find some sponsors. I got a couple in line and we're talking to right now, but I want to provide a channel that artists of all types can come in. That's an alternative to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is beautiful, but you can get buried in YouTube. Okay, you can they say 50,000 videos a day get loaded on and 100,000 songs a week get uploaded on Spotify and various platforms. So if there's a TV channel, you can go in and do some real interviews, play some music, see some upcoming artists. And I remember, I never forget the first time I saw Spike Lee's movie, She's Got to Have It. I said, yeah, I could tell it was low budget, but I said, the boy had something. Okay.
But everybody loved it. Everybody loved that movie.
I loved it. Okay. And I watched it develop. So I done watched so many artists develop over the years. I just resolved myself that I do artist development, whether it be music artists or film artists. So the channel does just that. That's what the channel is all about. It's part of my nonprofit, and give people a chance to say something. It ain't got to be all positive. But I just don't do bitches and hoes and killing black folks. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like it.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I don't like doing bitches and hoes either, and killing people. I don't like that either.
I can't support killing black folks.
Nope.
That's too much pain. We have experienced that pain too long. And as y'all get older, that pain gonna get closer and closer to the house.
Yeah. That's the one of the things we had a discussion on it before. You know, the older generation gets to live to see the 60s, 70s, 80s. And this younger generation, when our generation, I should say, barely sometimes make it 260.
I better look. I ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. I'm minding my business. I go in the house when I'm supposed to.
That's what we all do. But it's this younger generation that
they don't have no fear. They don't care.
They don't care, and that's what's killing everybody out.
I don't know what they was putting in these children Similac and they McDonald's, but they just don't have any fear.
What they did, it ain't what they put in them, but they didn't put on them. Now the good old fashioned ass whooping. Okay.
I got a couple of those. My mother don't play that.
Bomb for that.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, you shouldn't beat your kids." Do you want my child to go? First of all, my child is not about to go out here and be no mass murderer or be out here just acting crazy. Beat they ass.
You know, when I saw that, me and my buddy started laughing about that because I've seen running teen nightclubs since being a part of the teen scene, I guess for lack of a better word, since 1976. When I first started DJing, one of my first DJ gigs was at an all-girls school called Regina Chaley in Compton. I would DJ every other Friday or Saturday, depending on what night they had to dance. And it would be 100, 150 kids in the room in Compton. And the only security guards they had was nuns with rulers. That's all you need.
Let me tell you something. Them nuns do not play. They will wash your mouth out with soap. They will beat you with those rulers. They do not play. Now, I went to Catholic school.
See? Now, here's the crazy part about this. I did too. I went to Catholic school across the street from the same school I'm DJing at, right? Now, the nuns would cross the street, depending on what class it was, to teach different classes. I'm DJing, and she recognized me when I walked in, loading in my equipment. Oh, that's Williams. Hi, hey, sister so-and-so, how you doing? All right, how you doing? You are DJ? Yeah. Catholic school girls be hot fish grease sometimes. No disrespect.
Yeah, they leave the house with long skirts.
Yes.
Once they get to the bus stop, they roll those bad boys up.
Now, and back then, they loved slow jams. Okay? They loved slow records. And the hottest slow record back then was Rolls Royce, You Abandoned Me, Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Okay? And
that is my song.
Look at you. I played the song, and the nun says, Williams, I know this is your first time here. Oh, you've been here before, but we don't play those songs anymore. We don't play those songs here. Okay, sister so-and-so, no problem. So a few minutes later, the girl's begging me, please, 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 please. I looked around. I didn't see the nun. I played it again. Just like in Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West with that
came out of nowhere.
Homegirl grabbed me by my collar, like this right here. I'm 19 years old. She put a ruler to my nose like a pistol. This is your last night playing. I've been knowing her all my life. It's your last night playing here. When you leave here tonight, you won't be coming back anymore. Okay, sister so-and-so. She punked me. I'm 19 years old. Punked the shit out of me. Okay? But I'm just saying that's the difference in this. I wouldn't go grab a pistol. Bitch, get off me. And I'm finna grab my.
First of all, you also, if you fear, that's the fear of God in you as well. Yeah. Because you said she's backed by Jesus.
Yes.
So even if you think about it.
Okay.
You going down.
In the flame, okay? I'll bust my ass in the flame. So this is, and shortly after that, they start having problems. After I left the gig, they started having to have security guards, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, for me to see an event like that, I mean, being part of that right there at 19, and here I am, I'll be 65 next month. I wouldn't.
Amen.
I would.
Can we get, look, I'm going to make you come along and get some claps for that.
You already know.
Thank you.
Already know.
I wouldn't touch a teen dance right now if you melted it and poured on my ass because I can't take it. I ain't gonna try to get shot. I ain't got nothing to prove. And to see the kids how kids have made disrespect such a big part of their DNA, but they want to be respected.
Yeah,
the most.
What is their slogan is? You gotta earn my respect. Oh, okay. Well, you gotta earn my respect. Why should I respect you if you don't respect me?
Wow.
And these are the kids you bring in the world.
If you try to have a teen, if you try to have a teen party, you gotta have a metal detector, you gotta have a dog, you gotta have a K9 and sniff for weed. You gotta have too much going on if you're gonna have a teen party, because you gotta pat down every female, because she might have it in her hair, she can have it underneath her titties, in her shoe. It's too much.
I had a club in Inglewood for a while. On Mondays, I'd put all the liquor up during the summertime. I put the liquor up and I let the kids dance. And it got to be and here's the crazy part. I got my kids there too. Okay. I got some teenagers, they there, they with their daddy give them teen parties. Go have a good time. And my biggest problem then was breaking up the dry humping. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the girl on the floor. Homeboy, he riding like he doing his thing. I'm like, I can't let you do this in front of my son or my daughter. Y'all got to quit this. And as soon as you put out one fire, it's another fire.
No, yeah.
There's a little wall action going on too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what made me stop doing it is one night, because I will not leave kids on the streets. Okay. It was about 3 little girls, maybe about 14, 15 years old. We waited and waited and waited and waited. Nobody can pick them up. They called. Nobody picked them up. They called. Nobody picked them up. I said, "Man, where y'all live at?" We live so-and-so down the street. Oh, look, it's on the way home. I put them in my van along with the rest of my folks, and I drop them off. As we pulling up, this old dude come out the house with a gun. I'm going to call the police on you. You got them young girls in the car with you. Oh, man, you the one left them. But
you ain't come get your kids.
Oh, no, I'm out. I can't do this. I'm out. I'm done. Because you gonna get me caught up on a case for some kids you left at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you ain't missed them yet, but you gonna come outside with your shotgun and call the police on me because I brought them home after you left them there?
You did the responsible thing.
I did what I thought was a responsible thing, but you got so many people, man, that that do so much to kids, especially girls. I can understand how it looked, but trust me, it was definitely.
How did it look if you was dropping her off at home?
I don't understand.
And you had your family in the car with you.
You was dropping her off in front of her house, like you wasn't trying to around the back.
McDonald's, I dropped in front of their house, but homeboy came outside. He was mad. He reminded you of homeboy from Fridays. Old man, Ice Cube daddy. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to jail or catching the case behind trying to help somebody. Oh no, I'm out of this right here. It's real talk.
The times are different. The times are definitely different.
Thank you. I appreciate you bringing him home. He just wanted to go call it, put me in the system. Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry.
Nah, I just wanted to say, before we ride out, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you for having me,
folks. It was an amazing history lesson. And just talking to a legend like yourself is
very insightful.
Ultimately amazing. So once again, I got to thank Terrence Russ for putting this on. This is definitely one of the biggest, things that we've been a part of.
Check out my YouTube channel when you get a chance to. I have 2 shows I do. One is called NWA Stories with Lonzo every Tuesday, 6 o'clock Pacific time. And me and Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps, we do a show called Legendary Connects Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I do my own thing. I gotta pump it up whenever I can. I'm doing a golf tournament. I'm doing a Father's Day brunch.
Yes.
I'm doing all kinds of shit.
Let them know everything you do what you can remember.
Yeah. Let them know, because listen, this is the only way I realized doing, when we started the Evening Rush Network, the only way we can get further is helping each other. And that was my whole purpose of doing this. You know what I mean? Alongside, me and Rainbow continuing what we started from the beginning. Okay. So, anytime you need anything, promotion, anything, we're here. You got my number. I got yours. Just a phone call away, man. And I definitely appreciate it.
All right, folks. Much love to both of y'all. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you as well.
Love, Terrence.
As we always leave, my favorite saying is, how do you want to go out? So we're actually going to let Alonzo, how do you want to go out today?
From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park, you're live with the Godfather, West Coast Hip Hop, and we out.
Love it. Rainbow, how you want to go out?
Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. Thanks for coming out.
And as always, I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to everybody that was on the check-in. Shout out to Matt, Fireman, Faded Mulah, of course, the legend Alonzo Williams. Shout out to the Evening Rush Network. Make sure you catch us on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure you download that app, the Evening Rush Network. We're on Google and on Apple. And always check out the eveningrushnetwork.com. I definitely want to go out saying history is only made by those who stay positive of making it. I'll holler at you. We'll see you when we see you. Once again, we're going out with my brother Fresh. Talk to me later.
My nephew told me I'm a king and that crown fitted. You can catch me in the